Alright, well. All good, all good. So we can go ahead and do the moving dead letters one. But I don't know where the traffic light is in the Panopticon, unfortunately, so that'll have to wait for a bit, I think. Yeah, I need to come back here anyway, because I need level 6 clearance. And I assume Underhill's going to give it to me, but that could be way off base. Oh, come on. Don't summon in Hiss. Okay, you can use a control point and save yourself. Nice. Alright. Dead letters? Yeah, we've got dead letters. How are you all doing during lockdowns? Looks like England's going to be staggering our lockdowns per flare-up. Yeah, we've heard about a city in England called Leicester that is apparently going to keep a local lockdown in place. Because, as we all know, tomorrow is Super Saturday, where all the pubs are getting unlocked and all the restaurants, and everyone's going to go out binge drinking. I mean, hopefully that's not the case, but yeah, you have to wonder, 4th of July in the UK, people are describing it as COVID Independence Day, and they're trying to match up with America just because Boris likes Trump and so on. Well, I guess we'll see, you know. Hopefully things aren't too wild. I need to know where it's going to end up. Okay. I have to chase this isopod letter. Can I shoot it? There. This is just a waiting game, basically. Aha! Wait, I got you. Okay, well, whatever.
I need to find the other pages.
Yeah, Boris is American. Oh, there's more letters. Okay. Wasn't expecting there to be more than one. Although it does say moving letters. How did I never see that? Wow. I never saw this. The creepy threshold kids. Woo. They redacted it.
It's like the director says, confidential and children don't start at sea. The director's a puppet, a dirty, rotten, fat person. Dad says my mama was missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
That is creepy. What's with the slow look at the camera? Why? Why did you do that, person who is doing the puppet show? What reason did you have? Oh, and of course we've got enemies now. Alright, well. Suppose I did spend too long. Alright, let's get the shield up. Oh god. Uh-oh. Anybody else? Anybody else? Hello? Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Any more? No? The music's not going away. Show yourself. Aha, hello. Goodbye. Yep, some more dudes. So, I do think I am actually able to use launch to bring back my own charge. That is great. That's like twice I managed to do that. That is very handy. Whoa, alright. Any more. Combining charge and launch together like that seems like a really good idea. Okay. Any more? No. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's read the thing about the book club. Pimmsy's off, guys. Want to pop in so everyone is. Hopefully see you soon. See you later, Pimmsy. Yeah. Join you in a little bit. So, catching up what Reaper said. We aren't in lockdown anymore. Galicia actually went out of the state of alarm before every other place here in Spain. And that was on the 12th of June. Wow, why did they do it earlier than every other place? Was there not like a consistent thing they wanted to have everyone do it all at the same time? Because that's the problem we've got in the UK, where England's trying to go first, and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland are like, no, let's not do that, because that's not sensible. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot on the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get the reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. Enemies, like, phasing out. Spooked me. Alright, Ah! I have the ability to levitate. Okay. Can I go high enough, though? Aha! I can indeed. Wait, so, let's go here. Too quick. Too quick. Come on, just drop on my feet. There we go. Gotcha. We were on the last phase of the phases that were planned here in Spain, and Galicia had low numbers of COVID. Okay, well that makes sense then, you know. If you have low numbers, then it makes sense that you were able to lift the lockdown earlier. Where is this music coming from? Just need to double check something. Audio? Yep, copyrighted music is muted, so whatever that is that's playing is playing from within the game. Ooh, level 4 clearance. Sweet. White Kitchen. Were you playing? You're not playing now. So now, it was not a problem for us to go out with the new normality. Now all of Spain is out of the state of alarm. Oh, that's good. It's good to hear. I haven't kept up to date with what, how Spain compares to the other countries in the European Union and just across the world generally in terms of like COVID-19 numbers, but it seems good that the cases are a lot lower and you're able to go back to normality, as it were. Okay, so smoking ban. Dear elected official, thanks to the recent smoking ban in my state, I am happy to inform you I will not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because the smoke is toxic to the aliens that the government sold our planet to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens won't be able to live on Earth. Our air would be poison to them. If you government traitors can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. People know what's going on. We're going to keep smoking no matter what. This is a national emergency. Politicians are handing the planet over to alien overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Signed, a proud smoker, rebel, patriot. If there were really aliens, why would the government want millions of dollars? Why not alien technology? We still have some rules in Galicia, like it's mandatory to go out with a mask on the street if you can't be at least 1.5 meters away from another person, except for people that live together. Yeah, the UK is a little bit different, where they've said it's like, we advise you to follow this, but we're not going to make it mandatory. These are guidelines, and we hope people with good British common sense follow them. So, of course, no one's going to follow them. If they're not sensible, that is. So, White Kitchen. Dear gentlemen of the Society of Sciences, it has been some time since I sent my initial letter. I hope it is not the case that you have dismissed my claims outright. In that hope, I am writing to you once more, ask for your help in understanding the oddity that has befallen me in my home. I have recently begun renting a new apartment in the city. The space is nothing special, though for a time I found the isolation quite soothing. Recently, I've begun experiencing a strange occurrence. When I'm in my kitchen, a tiny little thing with not much but a sink, I sometimes lose myself. My surroundings change. I find myself standing on a strange dark stone. I stare out at a colourless sky, as white as disturbed snow, terrified of moving. He's gone to the astral plane. Perhaps this is a brain issue. I think not, and it feels terribly real. This has been occurring for some months now, and I've become frightened of entering the kitchen. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I would dearly appreciate a visit from one of your professionals to see what they make of it. I await your response with little expectation, but with great hope. Very truly yours, Lorraine Fitzgerald. Someone getting transported to the astral plane in their kitchen? But they didn't say they touched something in particular. Just the kitchen. But I don't think that's tied to the fridge, as it were. Alright. Anything on this side? Nope. Locked doors, that's fine, that's good. And then when it comes to files. File. Hello. Notice boards changed. Nah, they're all the same as before. Ooh, hello. We have a file here. Pinstripe World. That sounds interesting. Can I just climb this? I mean, that's not the most elegant way of climbing that ladder, but it works, I guess. So, got a mod box here. Except in Galicia, it's actually mandatory even if you can be 1.5 meters away from people. Inside places is mandatory, except for example, to drink something at a bar, you can take it off to drink. Well, that's the thing, right? They want you to wear masks indoors, and especially in the UK. But then, how are you supposed to drink your good British pint while wearing a mask? Chances are, you can't, you know? So, what are people going to do? Are they going to wear a mask and then just take the mask down every single time they want to drink? Or are they just going to not wear a mask at all? You know? What do you guys think is the most likely thing to happen? So where is that coming from? There is definitely a radio playing. And it's only in that corner. Okay, weird. Can I launch a light source? Can I get you? Alright, I want to see what's going on in this corner. Oh, thanks, light source. It must be something on the cart, the cleaning cart. Here in my town, we don't comply fully with the rules. Basically, here we didn't have any cases. And the next town over to us is a hospital, and the cases there were from other towns. So we're more relaxed with our rules. Me and my mother go outside without the mask on. Just have the mask on when there is a lot of people in the street, so we can't maintain our distance. We can even go to bars without masks. Well, I mean, that, I guess, is fair enough. That's the real problem about having low cases in a certain area, right? Which is, if you have an area of low cases, then you start to open up to people from other places. You will start getting more cases because people are bringing it to you. Alright, and we've got the moving letters thing. Oh, there's still plenty to explore. It's a little town without many cases. Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the things that people were afraid of when it came to doing the lockdown in the first place in the UK was if we announce a lockdown, people are all going to try and escape, basically, and say, hey, if we're putting London into a lockdown, everyone who's rich enough to have a second home is just going to go to those second homes so they can stay out of lockdown. And by doing that, they cause it to spread. And that's exactly what happened with the Prime Minister's special advisor, Dominic Cummings, traveling from London to Durham over 250 miles, or over 200 miles, across the entire country. And he had it. So it's just like, hey, here's a way for you to spread it to other people. Thanks a lot, Dom. So... Alright, so we got all those. I'm not going to get the traffic light because I can't do the panopticon thing yet. So, more reading. Case file. So, case file. Letters. The moving letters, AI-77. BlackRock paneling suppresses the item's effect. A stack of 4 envelopes, each containing a single page of paper. All 4 letters are illegible due to extreme water damage. The envelopes, curiously, do not show any such sign of damage and are covered in messages of love. The items are able to move short distances at a pace of less than blank and always in a blank direction. This is the first altered item to have multiple separate parts, a fact previously believed to be an impossibility by Dr. Darling? A proposal to take the items outside the owner's house and follow their movement to its final destination is under consideration with the Budget Committee. See RTO 7158 for details. Items was found in the dead letter archives where the Herd archivist found it attempting to escape a filing cabinet. She reports having no record of the items in her archive of letters. Okay. And then correspondence. We got a few more dead letters, didn't we? Cat clock. My clock is shaped like a cat. And its eyes move, and I think it's angry, but I keep apologizing, and it won't stop. But I said, I'm sorry, but it won't leave me alone, and I don't know what it wants. I can't keep apologizing, Gifferdo. You see it now too. It told me everyone is here, and I need to be careful so they don't see me writing this letter. It wants me to stay with it, with my eyes on its eyes, and moving very fast. But I can't keep going. I worry they will forget about me, so I need to write you about this because I can't keep going, but the cat will because of its eyes. Oof. Rough. Not quite as bad as the fridge that you need to keep an eye on, but close enough. Our whereabouts. Hey, you have questions and the prophets have your answer. If you are truly intrigued, watch the time. We've lost about 45 days in the past 4 years. The shortening of days, this is why the Vatican is a sundial and also simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing, while I'm here, if you want the secret to everything, compare plasma next to brain cells. The sun and moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this is cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you, I, and humanity reside. Cheers. Okay. Pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. Repeat ad infinitum. But why is there a line redacted from this? It's just, I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world repeated over and over and over again. They took one line out? What could that line be? And vivid dreams. To the esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing to you to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I am aware that there are many books purporting to contain the true meanings of dreams, but I have reservations about their legitimacy. I understand this is not usually done, but I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I have had intensely vivid dreams. They only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams can seem real at the time, but these feel markedly different. They do not occur often, perhaps only 1 or 2 a year. Last night I had one. I saw a small empty town. It was utterly dark. There was a lake at its center. Shadows of people moved around me, muttering odd things. A bright light woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this recent incident, I've decided to seek help. The doctor says I am physically fine, but I wanted to consult your expertise. Thank you for your valuable time. Yours very sincerely, Richard Bowker. Bowker? Bowker. That sounds like a reference to maybe Alan Wake. But I don't know if Richard Bowker's a character in Alan Wake, unfortunately. Okay, so we've done all those side quest things that we can do so far. And I guess... Ooh, I can now go and check on Underhill. Let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, I need to go to Research Sector. What's the best way there? Parapsychology? Central Research? Astral Exhibition? The Active Threshold? That's it, right? Hope this is closest. Probably now that we can go to other regions in Spain, probably we'll be more careful, because we'll probably have a lot of tourists coming here, so we will be more careful with them. Now he is more relaxed, but my brother works in a windmill repair company. His company sends him to other Spanish regions. He was pretty stressed by all this. He comes back every 2 weeks, and the first time that he would come back, he was wearing the mask all the time. Even when he came to the family house, he now lives with a rented flat with his girlfriend. Well, it's good to hear that people are getting more comfortable about it, but it's still probably the case where you should wear the mask as much as you can, you know, just to minimize the risk if nothing else. Also, I think I need to go back up here. Like, I know it's kind of annoying having to wear a mask all the time, but when the alternative is you could potentially catch a virus that has unknown effects on your respiratory system, I can understand people wanting to be more cautious, you know? But at the same time, like, if it's stressing you out that much, chances are it would do your mental health good to just, like, introduce a bit of normality to your life, if that's possible. You know, in a safe way, of course, but, you know, something like that at least. Because, yeah, I mean, Pimmsy, I know, has struggled a bit with the ability of, you know, not going out at all and seeing friends and family and so on. It's been pretty rough for her. Like, I'm a natural introvert. I can stay inside all day, you know? Only leave to get shopping or whatever it is. But Pimmsy, on the other hand, likes to go out and do fun things. So she's had it a little bit harder than I have. But yeah, I'm glad your brother's feeling better about it. But I would say, all the same, stay safe. You know, be as cautious as you can without, like, you know, going too overboard if you can help it.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Thank you.
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Ugh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great
So
idea,
much confidence.
Jesse.
Ugh, honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Cheese would make it worse.
Taste the smell. It stinks in here now. Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go.
What?
Find the source.
How does that work? Alright, we can talk about more things with her. Cool.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee.
I hate
A
her.
meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
Oh, that's fair enough. We are taking the rules in a relaxed way because we don't have any cases here. If we had cases nearby or when a lot of tourists come, we'll be more careful. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Like, we've seen people kind of take it very seriously and people have not taken it very seriously, and in some ways the area we live in has been one of the most affected in numbers of cases for some time, but other places have got like more risk of it, of the R rate increasing quite a lot than we do. So yeah.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Well, I mean, he's the one in all the presentations, and actually, is she in some presentations? Have I been thinking that Emily Pope's in the presentations when it's actually Underhill? Maybe. We don't need to live all closed in with fear all the time. Yeah. So, the thing that's the problem with keeping up to date with the media and everything on COVID-19 is that it can get blown out of proportion, I think. But at the same time, there is a very serious thing to deal with. Like, it can cause issues for people. So that's why being cautious is necessary. But yeah, if you hear bad news all the time, then you'll get, you know,
So tell me
you'll
again
suffer
how
quite a
you came
bit.
to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor, a temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university.
Ooh, you can get a graduate job
After
here?
a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since
4
my
months?
departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere.
Oh, she's got a sense of humor.
Term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
I mean, did you expect her not to be Jesse? We need to react fast with the measures, staying at home and things like that, fast when cases show up, but not with fear all the time. Yep, definitely agree.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Sounds like a clicker. Okay. Well, thank you,
Thanks for the
Underhill.
information.
Let's hope I'm not trying to do the pit too early.